الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 6. Today we have revision for final exam term 3. Today we have math revision final exam term 3. Today I sent the revision in the WhatsApp group and in the Teams. This is the first page in the revision. Math required materials. We want just model 10. We want just model 10. Statistical measures and displays include lesson 1 statistical questions, lesson 2 dot plots and histograms, lesson 3 measures of center, lesson 4 interquartile range and box plots, and lesson 5 mean absolute deviation, and lesson 6 outliers, and lesson 7 interpret graphical displays. And this is the revision. Start from here. Today I want to revise some ideas, some important ideas, and I want to from all today to read and study very well this revision, to ask me if you have any questions or if you have some ideas. You can ask me in the next revision. Inshallah, we have the next revision on Monday at 4 p.m. So now I want to revise some issues. The first step, suppose we have this example, we have this data 3, 0, 5, 1, 14. And I want to find or to solve the mean. As you remember, when you want to find or to solve the mean, we have rule. The first step, find the sum of all numbers inside this data. So we can write here 3 plus 0 plus 5 plus 1 plus 14. Divide by the amount of numbers inside the data. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divide by 5. Three plus 0, 3. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 14, 23. Divide by 5. Now we can do this equation.
4.6.
Yes, 23 divided by 5. The answer will be 4.6. Great. Fine. I have the second example. Suppose we have 16, 25, 13, 2, 7, and 6. I want from all to try to find the mean. You have 2 minutes, then tell me what is your answer. Start, please.
Mr. The mean equals 11.5.
Thank you, Daniel. Who has different answer?
Mr. equal 11.5.
Thank you, Khalid. Who has the front answer?
Mr. Mean is 11.5.
Thank you, Omar. Who has the front answer? Okay, check with me. The sum of numbers here will be 69. Divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide by 6.
Equal 11.5.
So the answer will be 11.5. Great work. Okay, the second example. Suppose we have 30, 28, 32, 11, 15, and I want to find the median. The first step, take the numbers inside this data and put these numbers in the order from least to greatest. The smallest value will be 11.
15.
We have 15.
28.
28.
30.
Then 30.
Then 32.
Then 32. Then the second step, count how many numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 even or odd?
Odd.
Odd. Great. When you have odd, take the value in the middle, in the center of this data. How to know the center of this data? Cancel value from the first and value from the end. Value from the first and value from the end. You will get the center of the data.
38. 28.
28. So the median will be 28. Median will be 28. Next example, suppose we have 31, 27, 10, 16, 14, and 9. And we want to find the median. So the first step, put the data in the least to the greatest. So the smallest value will be 9. Then 10.
10, 14, and 16.
14.
Then 27 and 31.
Then 16. Then 27. Then 31. Then count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6 odd or even?
Even.
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 When you have even numbers inside this data, take the two values in the middle. Take the two values in the middle. How to get the
14 and 16.
Cancel value from the start, value from the end, value from the first, value from the end.
14 and 16.
You will get the two values in the middle.
14 and 16.
The two values in the middle, 14 and 16. How to find the median? Find the mean of two values here. So 14
14 plus 16
plus
على
16
2.
divide by 2.
30 divided 2
Will be 30
Mr. equal 50.
equals
Equal
50.
50.
will be 15. Will be 15.
50, Mr.
Great. Now I have example for you. Suppose we have 55, 56, 46, 1000, 40. Now I want to from all to try to find the median. Then tell me what is your answer. Start, please.
Mr. The median is 55.
55, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Khalid. Who has different?
65.
Thank you. Who has different answer?
Mr. The mean is 55.
The median. The median.
Median is 55.
Okay, thank you, Omar. Okay, check with me, please. The first step, put the data in the order from the small number to the greatest number. We have the smallest number 40, then we have 46,
Then 55,
then 55,
56,
then 56,
then 1000.
then 1000. Then count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 odd number. So take the value in the middle. How to get the value in the middle? Cancel the value from the first, value from the last, value from the first, value from the last. You will get
Equal 55 middle.
the value in the middle will be 55. My question now, what is the outlier here in this data?
1000.
Great. 1000 here, the outlier in this data. This is because we have big distance between this value and between the other values.
Yes, Mr.
So this is the outlier. The outlier will be here. طيب. The second or the third measure, mean and median, the measure of centers. The measures of center. Now, the measure of variation, suppose we have this data, we have 15, we have 3, we have 5, and we have 16, and we have 80. The first step, what is the outlier here?
18. 80. 80.
80.
80, Mr.
Why? Who can tell me why?
Because there is big difference from the other one. There is big difference between another numbers and 80.
Great. So the outlier here will be 80 because we have big distance between the 80 and the other values. Okay, who can remember us how to find the range? What's the meaning of the range?
Yes, Mr.
What's the meaning of
When
the
the
range?
big number has a long distance from the other numbers.
the difference between the big value and the small value inside the data. So to find the range, take the big data here, 80, minus the small data, minus 3, will be
equal 77.
77.
77. The range, the difference between
77.
the smallest and the greatest value inside the data. Inside the data. Right. Suppose now who can tell me what is the range in this question?
0 Mr.
0.
How much?
0.
0. 0.
Why 0?
101, Mr.
Mr. 101.
Right. What is the big value here? 101.
101.
What is the smallest value? 0.
3
Plus
0.
0.
Now 101 minus 0 will be 101.
101.
So the answer will be 101. Okay, great. Now suppose we have this data. We have 31. We have 29. We have 30. We have 25. And we have 32. And we want to find the mean absolute deviation. We want to find the mean absolute deviation. When you want to find the mean absolute deviation, the first step, find the mean. The first step, find the mean.
Mr. The mean equal 147.
So the mean will be 31
Plus
plus
29.
I want to from all, please don't speak with me. Just speak when I ask you. Please, all students, listen and focus with me. Now we have 31 plus 29 plus 30 plus 25 plus 32.
Was 174.
Then here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divide by 5. Now we want to find the sum. We have here 31 plus 29 plus 30 plus 25
Equal
plus
147.
the answer will be 147. Divide by 5.
Equal
Equal
174.
29.4.
Will be 29.4. 29.4. This is the first step. The second step, find the distance between the mean and each value. Find the distance between the mean and each value inside this data, using the absolute value to keep the distance positive. So we have here 29.4 minus 31. The answer will be minus 1.6. As you remember, the absolute value changed the negative number to the positive number. So the answer will be 1.6. Then take the distance between the mean, 29, 0.4 minus the second value 29
equal Mr. 4.0.4.
will be 0.4, and as you remember, the absolute value, keep the positive positive. Then the distance between the mean 29.4 minus the third value between absolute value
Mr. Equal minus
It will be
0.6. We turn it to 0.6.
So will be
It is
minus
negative 0.6.
0.6
Mr. It will be negative.
And we
And then we,
positive,
it will be
0.6.
0.6.
will be 0.6. Then we want to find the distance between the mean and the fourth value.
Mr.
It will
Equal
be
4.4. Mr. 4.4.
Will be 4.4. Then the distance between the mean and the last value
Mr. Equal minus 2.6.
negative
Then we
2.6.
will put it to
2.6.
2.6.
so minus 2.6
Then it will be positive 2.6.
means 2.6. Then when you want to have the mean absolute deviation, take the result here. We have 1.6 plus 0.4 plus 0.6 plus 4.4.
It will be 9.6.
Plus 2.6
It will
divide
be 9.6. 9.6.
divide by 5.
It will be 1.92.
Okay, so I want to find the sum here. We have 1.6
1.92, Mr. 1.92.
4 plus 0.6 plus 4.4 plus 2.6. So the answer will be 9.6 here. Divide by 5.
It will be 1.92.
Will be 1.92. Who can tell me what is the difference between mean and mean absolute deviation? Why we use the mean absolute deviation?
Mr. Mean, we add all of the numbers, then we divide the answer by 5. Then we have the answer.
Great, Khalid. But my question, why we use the mean and why we use the median? What is the benefit of mean and what is the benefit of mean absolute deviation?
Mister, because we want to see what is the difference between mean and mean absolute distance.
Mean and median, we use mean and median to measure the center of the data, to measure
Yes.
the center of the data. And we use mean absolute deviation or interquartile range. We use mean absolute deviation or interquartile range to measure the variation, the spread inside this data, to measure the variation. This is the difference between the mean and the mean absolute.
Yes,
Okay, I will stop here, inshallah. The next the next revision. I want to start from interquartile range to revise interquartile range and the box plots and whiskers. Now I want to from all to revise, to go to the revision. I sent the revision in the WhatsApp group and in the Teams. I want to from all to study this revision very well. Then when you have any question, write your question in any paper. Then you can ask me, inshallah, next revision. The next revision, inshallah, will be in the Monday, on the Monday at 4 p.m. Who has any question?
Okay,
now?
Mister.
Wednesday.
Sorry, on Wednesday. Today,
Yes,
Monday.
Mister, on Wednesday.
On Wednesday at 4 p.m. مين له سؤال؟
Nobody, Mister.
طيب سعيد موجود معنا؟ سعيد المهيري؟ سعيد المهيري. طيب حمد الحامدي.
نعم أستاذ.
حمد الحامدي بس ان تفضى كلمني على الواتساب. عندك رقمي ما هيك؟ تمام، بس ان تفضى خلي الوالدة او الوالد يكلموني على الواتساب ضروري. ماشي؟ اوكي. سعيد موجود معنا؟ سعيد المهيري؟ سعيد المهيري. Okay, thank you for your listening. This is our revision today. Have a nice day. See you inshallah on next Wednesday at 4 p.m. o'clock. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.